Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here, Buzza Golf. I've been having a lot of questions about the equipment that I use and sort of what do I film with. So I'm just going to quickly go through kind of what I'm currently using, and I'm in a bit of a transitional because you can see I'm in my office at the minute and it's very empty. So this is the day before I'm going to Thailand, and the reason I'm doing the video now is, excitingly, I have a new camera to take on my trip. So I'm currently filming with a Panasonic. I've been using a Panasonic camcorder now for probably over a year. It's the V750 series. So it's a real nice camcorder. I've enjoyed using it. HD, as you would expect. What happens when you're buying a camcorder? So if you're somebody that's thinking about doing their own channel, a lot of the low-end camcorders don't have a mic jack. So I'm using an external mic. I've actually got it in now, but when you're outside, you need the external mic. It stops you getting that wind, that hiss, you know, when the wind blows through the mic. So that's what I'm filming with at the minute. It's an interesting one actually, and like I am a golf coach. I mean, biomechanics. So although I use cameras sometimes for doing research, when it comes to actually cameras for media purposes, I'm no expert. So I've been kind of learning on the fly, and it's an interesting one that the better the camera gets, usually the zoom goes down a bit because of the sensor size. So that the better it is, it actually doesn't zoom quite as much until you go into a really expensive lens. So I've quite liked using the camcorder. But what you'll see is some of the lower end camcorders actually have a bigger zoom. And I'm not going to go into details. Obviously, you've got optical and digital and all of that. But yeah, if you're somebody that's looking to do videos, and especially do the ones outside, you're gonna need that external mic jack. There's quite a few people on YouTube doing golf videos now, and you just can't afford to have a lower end camera and have that hiss, because it really does ruin the production. Like the first camera, is it here? Yeah, so the first camera that when I first started, I used to use this Sony. And again, this one, lovely camera, but it doesn't have, ooh, makes a lovely sound as well, but it doesn't have the mic jack. So that was the reason I purchased this little bad boy here. But this one, and the reason I'm doing the video now, is this camera is actually staying in the country. I'm gonna I'm fortunate that the likes of Picard and Houdini, so Rich Woods, are going to try and do some vlogs and keep that going over here. So that's exciting, and that's why I'm leaving that camera here. So I've actually purchased a new one, this little boy. So again, it's a Panasonic, but it's a GH4. It's a slightly different, it's not a camcorder, obviously it's a DSLR. So this one is quite expensive, and what the issue that I've had, and I don't think I've got it here, I haven't, the lens was really expensive, because what you have to do in golf is you need a lens that can catch you like we're speaking now, so like frame you quite nicely, and then one that zooms into the distance. And so the lens on this one was quite expensive, and it's a bit of a commitment, because my YouTube at the minute, I love doing it, and if I didn't love doing it, I wouldn't, because it's not cost effective at the minute. Alright, my YouTube still hasn't made enough money to pay off the camera that I'm filming with now, so this investment is quite a big one. But I'm quite excited going to Thailand. This one, obviously I can take some pictures with it as well, so you might see some of that on my Instagram. But I'll put some on Instagram, but doing it kind of for myself as well, because as I'm going over to Asia, I want to kind of use that as an opportunity to do a little bit of traveling. In my gap year before I went to uni, I actually traveled across the States, but I did it in a month because I wanted to come back and actually work on my golf. So I never did sort of the round the world expedition. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of traveling. So again, this one will be perfect for that, but the picture quality is pretty stunning. If you've seen Rick and Pete, I think they use something similar, if not the same. this one gets really good reviews, so I've obviously been comparing cameras, and this one got 4K and all of it. It's got a lot. It's a great little camera, so I'm going to be excited to use this one. Not quite as easy to use as a camcorder. So the camcorder I use at the minute, I literally just turn it on. This one, you can kind of do a bit more manual stuff. So again, it will be nice learning that, and I'm trying to really improve my picture quality. If I was starting out, I probably wouldn't go down that route, because it's just something else that can go wrong. I actually used a camera similar to this. I filmed out in Dubai, so if you've seen those videos, this is probably going back 3 years. I actually borrowed one of Mark's old ones because of the camera I was using, it didn't have the external mic, and I got the balance wrong, so I had to do a lot in post when I was editing, and the picture quality was quite poor, and it was nothing to do with the camera, it's because I'd set it up incorrectly. So again, if you're somebody that's starting out, I would be going with the camcorder. It's going to be cheaper, and more importantly, less goes wrong. But yeah, I'm actually excited. Obviously the channel's getting a little bit bigger now. I want to do as good a video as I can do. With the people that are around doing a similar thing, I would say their production is getting better and better year on year, month on month. So again, I just want to create as good stuff as I can create. So they're my two main cameras. Like I say, my old one, kind of, sometimes I keep it. If one of these fail, I might use it, but I haven't used this one for ages. I still take it around with me, but like I say, I haven't used it for some time now. I do have some other. What else do I have? Well, I have my GoPro. I have my GoPro. I think this is just a Hero. Yeah, this is a Hero 3. And again, if you're somebody that's starting out, GoPro do different versions. So they do. It's probably changed now, but it was like a silver something else and a black, and the black was like the higher end GoPro. So you'll see that all the shells look the same, but they do slightly different versions, and some of the versions are slightly better in terms of picture quality, sound, all of those things. So what I have found with GoPro, and if you're, like I say, if you're somebody that's starting out, because your YouTube is unlikely to make you any money initially, like I say, mine certainly. If you factor in equipment, then factor in my time, it's nowhere near being viable as a job, so to speak. There are examples of people that have got past that, but it takes years of hard work. So you don't want to really be spending loads and loads of money. But what I found with the GoPro is obviously when they bring out new ones. So when I bought this one, the 3 Plus had just come out, but the black version of this was actually outperforming the lower version of the new one. So again, that's sometimes something to look into. I've got this little gadget here, which has got a gimbal. So let's see if I can get it on. Can I get it on? So this little boy, so it levels out, which I quite like. I don't know how to use it. He's not that interested. So yeah, so this thing, it levels it out. So when you're moving, it gives you a steadier shot. Again, things like this is a toy. I like it, and you'll see in some of the shots that I've done, I'll use it, and it's cool, but it's not essential. So like at the minute, just if you're starting your own, keep it simple. With the GoPro, what's cool with the GoPro is its shell. So yeah, that as a secondary camera, that's really cool. And I haven't got it yet, but I will get one of those sort of gorilla tripod things. So you might have seen them, that you can wrap them around stuff. So GoPro's very versatile. If I'm honest, I don't use my GoPro very often. I could certainly live without it, and I think they're really cool. But like at first, if I was starting my own channel again, I would just get the camcorder. I wouldn't bother getting anything else, especially when you've got. Well, I've got my iPhone that has slow-mo. I could do with a newer one now. This one's a bit annoying because of the memory size. So obviously, as I'm using it as a phone, and I've got social pictures and I've got apps and all sorts, the memory tends to be a bit of an issue. I will get a new one soon, and I think I'll have to have to pay for the bigger memory, because yeah, it is a bit annoying. But the camera is very good on here, and the slow-mo is exceptional. So again, you'll see sometimes you can use slow-mo if you're filming with your phone, and this is a top tip from me to you, is film that way. So obviously it's so easy to do it that way, but then if you actually want to use any of that footage, you then get you're not in landscape, you get it in portrait. So that is a must. So if you actually use your iPhone and you use it that way, yeah, you can actually get some really good stuff. Again, obviously you haven't got an external mic. To be fair, you can plug stuff in. So there's actually a lot you can do with an iPhone. If you're doing interviewee stuff, you could get high quality stuff just with these. But no high-end product. You got to remember with an iPhone though, you go, oh, it's only just a phone, but it's an expensive phone. It's just that we all tend to have one. So yeah, if I was starting, I would get a camcorder and then just try and exploit something you've already got. So if you've got a camera phone, use that one. But yeah, like I said, I've just done this video quickly because, like I say, the video camera or the camcorder I'm using currently is not going with me. So hopefully I am at the minute doing some really cool content in Thailand. But this is the office, and the Buzzman will be here no more. So I hope to catch you when I'm in Asia. Have a good day. If you're thinking about starting up your own channel, whether that be in golf or anything else, good luck. It's hard to start with, but use it as a platform of enjoyment, I would say, to start with. I mean, it's fun. You've got the complete freedom of YouTube. You can do exactly what you want to do. I wouldn't try and pin yourself down and make content that you think will make loads of views. I would just do what you want to do. Keep it fun, enjoy it, and then you never know, it might take off. But it's your time, so as it's your time, make what you want to do. Make sure you're having a good time, because if you're having a good time, people appreciate that, and I think they'll look into that and try and enjoy it. I find with my channel, and I am so fortunate that I feel like although my name's on the channel, it's got quite a community feel to it. I get loads of input, love a bit of banter, etc, etc. So yeah, try and create that. Follow me down to Thailand. Hopefully I'm behaving, making some good content, giving some good lessons. I'll catch you soon.